Welcome to Smut and Sensibility,
a podcast for romance readers and romance writers.
By romance readers and writers.
We are Amber,
Allie,
and Marie,
a group of learned ladies who love talking about the romance genre.
In this podcast, we will talk about our favorite books, writing craft, and how we make room for a creative life in real time.
So buckle up and enjoy the ride.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Smut and Sensibility, the mini-sode. Today we're going to be talking. Yes, we love our mini-sode. So this is our every other week episode where we get a little bit more into writing craft, get a little bit more personal too about our own current works in progress. And I'm pretty excited about the episode today because it's a vibe.
It's gonna be a good one. And not only that, but it's Smut and Sensibility After Dark. Yeah. It is late. We are having a pajama party. We are in our jams. For those of you who can't see us. Yeah, we're just
for those that can't see us, Amber is wearing like a cute little Fabletics set that's like green and blue, kind of like a plaid situation. And then I have on my little shroomies.
They're so cute and cozy. Yeah, you know, because we talk about we're working full time. We've got obligation. Many times we're doing this late at night. And I texted Allie and I was like, can we do our first jammy episode? Because I need it today.
Yeah.
So
we need to be cozy in our jams. Yeah.
There might be more of these slumber party style.
That's right. So thank you guys so much for joining us. If you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe and give us a follow on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. We're at Smut and Sensibility Pod. And we are also on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And it does really help us find other bookish besties and writer besties. If you give us a 5-star review, we would really appreciate it. Thank you to the people that already have. It means a lot to us. Your comments are so sweet and we see them and we appreciate you. So thank you. And so I guess we should introduce ourselves. I'm Allie.
Oh yeah. Who are these ladies?
We're a little discombobulated tonight, but we're in our jams, so it's fine. But I'm Allie. I'm a doctor, writer, and part-time student studying English, local, and social history at Oxford.
And I'm Amber. I'm a corporate attorney by day and a romance reader and writer by night. Woo woo. And then, brief update. I am writing a contemporary romance, small town hockey with adult Mighty Duck vibes. So that's what my work in progress is. And for those of you who maybe this is your first time listening to us. He is writing a spies rom-com and it takes place in Europe. It is so good. Thriller, funny banter, yearning, you guys. All the yearning. I would say comp is The Americans, right?
Probably, yeah. I think you like it if you like The Americans.
And if not,
so that's us.
Who doesn't?
That's a good question. And I also love the real life showmance between Carrie Russell and what's his name?
Yeah.
You know. I should probably.
Clearly, we are like Carrie Russell fans. So we know who she is, and you know him. The himbo over there.
Shit, what's his name?
Whatever.
Matthew
cut
Reese.
this out.
I was like,
Mr.
okay,
Matthew.
You guys. Deep cut though. At this time of night, do you want to know what my brain said? I was fixed. I could hear Reese and I was like Reese Winterborn, and I was like, that's not right. That's from Marion Winterborn.
Oh,
Matthew Reese. Not Reese Winterborn. However, I'd be fine with both. Yeah, I'd be fine with both. So, yeah. Anyway, okay. We're unhinged tonight. Amber, how's it going?
Well, good. Besides it being late, I think I finally have the hockey team. I kind of have my rag tag more identified, my little team. So I think I have some fun ideas. And Allie, you haven't heard these yet, so I want to run these by you. I need more team. I need more team members, right? I can't just be Violet and Aiden on the team. So number one, Zoe, Violet's gal pal, is living in Minnetonka with her parents because she got laid off too. And they obviously talk on the phone. She is just going to show up unannounced with a bag at Violet's doorstep. And she's obviously met her parents because they're best friends. And she's like, I cannot stand being at my parents any longer. I am coming here and you need me on the hockey team. But the caveat is she did competitive figure skating as a young girl because of course she did, but has never played hockey. So she's going to be good on skates and fast, but need all that training on the actual game. I think that'll be fun. And then bring her into Pine Harbor because we just love her as a character.
I love that. Yeah. I mean, the beginning with her and Violet was so good, when we were back in the cities, with all of the inciting incidents and things. It was good. So I'm excited to bring her back. Yeah.
Right. I think she needs to be back.
She needs to come back.
And then Owen, he's really only been in the 1.5 scenes, the EMT driver that shows up and Aiden's friend. He's like one of his other main friends in Pine Harbor. And then I'm going to come up, I haven't given her a name yet, but she's going to be a pizza delivery high school age student who delivers pizza a lot. That's what Violet's doing, right? She's living in her parents' house. She's getting comfort food. She's just trying to figure out her life. And so she like recruits this angsty teen to this team.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, because they see another enough and she's kind of going to be like a little sassy to her, and she'll be like, what are you doing? And she'll be like, none of your business. I think that'll be really fun. And then to get some different like age groups on the team will be really interesting. And then Hank, the bar patron, who was kind of friends with Violet when she came back. If you remember, they have this like little interaction at the bar. He's going to be like old school state hockey champion that Violet never knew about, like back in, 40 years ago in high school.
Living in the past, legend in his own mind. Yeah.
He still plays on the old man bar league like 2 towns over. So when he hears of this, he's like, well, you need my help. So kind of like that situation. And then I think Owen's nephew, I'm going to create the nephew. Once he finds out about Pizza Girl being on the team, he has like a crush on Pizza Girl.
He's like, I gotta be there with Pizza
Uncle
Girl.
Owen. He's like, you never really wanted to play hockey. And he's like, but not everybody plays hockey. So we're just kind of like developing these characters and what would be fun. So yeah.
I love that. That all sounds good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So it's definitely, very broad strokes of molded clay at the moment, but it's coming together.
No, I think that's good. And I think it all seems like they're rooted in purpose,
Yeah.
And I think the thing that can get really hard with side characters in that you generate too many of them is because they're just trying to serve like a singular purpose. And maybe they don't
like warm bodies on a team.
Kind of, yeah. And like, oh, we just need this person to like be there to say this thing, but we don't actually have a backstory about them. And we don't really know how do they fit in the overall story other than in this just one scene. So I think that you have a pretty good setup for people that actually matter to the story in like different ways and in different points in time, not just this one hockey tournament thing. And that makes sense too, because you're writing a small town romance with, essentially with people that are all
not everyone's going to be
commingling.
like star athletes, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I needed some variety. So
yeah, no, I love it.
Thank you. Yeah, I was like, ooh, I'm going to share some things even Allie hasn't heard yet. See what she was
I love it.
How about you? How are things going?
Things are going. I did a pretty good session yesterday. I mean, pretty good as in I did it and I wrote a lot of words, but they were very bad. And it was one of those things. The reason it was bad, I was like, what is her motivation? Like it had just been so long. It felt like since I had written something. So I felt like I was kind of grasping and like trying to remind myself by writing what exactly is going on right now. So, but you know what? We did it and it had to be done. And so hopefully next time it will be better. And I think I'm looking forward to writing this scene. We are getting more of Karina's handler, and then we're meeting Johannes's handler for the first time, and they're in kind of this bunker right now doing, to be briefed on this next phase of their mission, which is essentially like a salvage job because things have gone horribly wrong. So there's some shenanigans afoot, and there's a scene that I've been kind of just imagining for a while, even though, and it's kind of dumb, but I think that it's kind of funny, and it's a little bit of an Eliza.
Not dumb.
It's like an Eliza Doolittle moment kind of a thing, and I think it's really funny. So I'm gonna write it, but I'm definitely feeling like I am having a little bit of a bad time, like trying to get into it. So after I had this session the other day where like I did write like 450 words, like it was pretty good. It was just not, it just wasn't good. It was good as in I did it and I got the reps in, but the quality, I was like, this is not congruent with whatever, but that's a future Allie problem.
It is. And the fact that you wrote.
Yeah.
And it's probably better than you think. And it reminds me of this quote I just saw. I was just like looking up to make sure I get it right. The quote is by Shannon Hale, and I'm writing a first draft and reminding myself that I'm simply shoveling sand into a box so that later I can build a castle. Or build castles, plural. Like you can't, if there's no sand in the box. That's such a good quote.
I love that.
Isn't that such a good visual too?
That's a really good visual. Yeah, I was shoveling sand yesterday, and there was nothing pretty about it.
But again, you can't build a castle without any sand. So even if you're like, it might not be the final version, like you did it, girl.
Yeah.
Bitch, you doing a good job. Bitch, you doing a good job.
Thank you. I love when you sing to me.
I try.
But yeah, so I think so the fact that I did it and then I was able to like work pretty like get a good volume down and just kind of push through, like that was good. The quality not good, but you can't have both sometimes. Sometimes you have one, and I would rather just get back into the swing of things and get those reps in. That's what I need to do right now. So that's what I'm trying to do. And other than it me being like, "Ooh, this isn't amazing," I did it, and I did it for like a half hour, and I was able to do what I wanted to do. So now I think I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to get to the part that I actually want to write. And I think the next session that I'm going to do, I'm just going to say fuck it and be like, I'm just going to write like that scene that I want to write. And then I think I'm going to back my way out of it. So I'm just going to go in there and I'm just going to write the thing that I want to write. And then I'm going to back myself out with all of the transition.
There's so many people that write scenes and chapters and books out of order. Like so many. I think you should just lean into that.
Yeah.
Especially if you're like stuck for a minute. There's no rules.
And this is synchronous. It is the chapter that I'm working on, but I'm in sort of like I'm in like the preamble. Like, I'm getting us to the plate, like, and I'm like, fuck that. Let me just write the fun part that I want to write, feel good about it, and then I'll like figure out the connective tissue later. I'll know what makes more sense to
connect the dots. I mean?
Yeah. So I think that's what I'm going to do for like next session. Yeah. Otherwise, pretty good.
More. Yeah. And you wrote words, especially after these 3 weeks of intense work. I'm so proud of you. And that feels so good. Like it does
feel good. Yeah.
Rolling up the sleeves and getting some words.
It feels good but bad. It's like, ooh, I'm out of shape, but I know I will get back.
I did it.
But I did it, and like I will get back into shape. I was looking at my journal that I started over the summer, and I haven't been so good with keeping up with it lately, but there was like a period of time where like, I mean, I was writing pretty much every day, and even if it was just like a small amount, even if it was 10 minutes, but I was like very consistent, and like I just felt in the flow of like, I knew exactly what I was doing when I sat down. I knew where I was going, all of that stuff, and that felt really, really good. So I'm like, I know I can get back there again. It's just this is like the beginning part of working out where you're like, I'm sore, and that wasn't that fun because I was very much reminded of how I used to be like in the zone and good.
Yeah.
And I'm out of shape right now. But I know we'll get back there. Yeah. I think I'm really excited about this.
Yeah,
this part of the episode
me too.
Because
it's kind of fun.
I exist pretty exclusively on vibes. So this episode is a vibey episode. This episode is, we're going to be talking about our mood boards and like playlists that we have for our works in progress and our inspo.
Yeah. So do you listeners, and then Allie too, this is our question for this week. Do you make mood boards for a project? And do you pick any songs or make a playlist for your characters? So again, all the vibes.
All the vibes. Yeah, I definitely do.
Get us started. Talk to me about your mood board.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say that I'm like a mood board queen, but I do like a vibe. So I do have mine here. This is just on the cover of a notebook. I made this in Canva. It's not that serious.
Okay, you know what? I think it's great. And I think it's amazing and glorious. And you got me to do the same thing. And I'm going to brag about how cool it is. So you know what? Stop making fun of my friend and her notebook because it's really cool.
Thank you. I mean, I love yours. So I've always been kind of that like crafty kid. I always did like scrapbooking stuff. And so like making a collage digitally it's fun. I love looking for the pictures and looking for the vibe. So a lot of this is like Pinterest and Canva. And I think my favorite thing about this is like the little like text messages that I found, because I think that those just really highlight stuff. Like the vibe here, we've got like some Vienna stuff. We've got some food. We've got people looking longingly at each other. We've got, some spy inspo. So we've got some Mr. and Mrs. Smith in there. But I think my favorite thing, and this will kind of tie into, I think, the playlist for Karina especially, it's like a text message and it says, "So I think I like him. I'm going to leave the country." And I just feel I was just like, that just like so
embodies her 100%.
It just so encapsulates her. And then, do you have a type? Yeah, women I'm slightly afraid of. So I feel like that also very much encapsulates
Johannes.
Jumps over problems, parkour. Well, if it isn't the feelings I've been trying to avoid. And women in STEM, smuggling, treason, embezzlement, murder. And then, wait, did you just flirt with me? Have been for the past year, but thanks for noticing. So I feel like that's
That was my
Those are the
favorite.
vibes.
Poor Johan. You know, I just am like, oh, Johannes and his feelings. I love him so much.
Yes, we've got the visual vibes, but then we've also got like the emotional vibes, and some of them have been read to filth a little bit here, particularly Karina. She's a little bit of a mess. So
She's
yeah,
just emotionally stunted, a wee bit, we shall say.
because we're doing so many things during the day, it's like I said, it's sometimes hard to get back into writing, you know? And so, what are the things that you can do to kind of put yourself back into your story without, and I think mood boards and also playlists are like really, really easy things to do that don't require your brain to do anything. You actually don't have to think about it. You literally just have to look at this, or you have to listen to your playlist, and it can take you there without having to think about plot. And you're like, okay, I'm hearing the vibe, I'm hearing the story. Maybe there was a scene that you were writing when you were listening to a specific song on your playlist, and that like auditory link connects with that memory, and like, boom, we're back in it. Or you read one of these things and you're like, oh yeah, that reminds me of this character trait or this scene. You're back into it. So always having like a secondary memory cue is really important for me. When I've been studying too, like I need another access point, like not just relying on my brain. So for me, mood boards and music are another way to get into the story and get into like, what am I actually trying to do here?
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I love it. Well, I copied you 100% because you helped me copy you. So for those of you
I
who aren't here, I'm holding
love
up my little collage.
It's so cute. What's
Allie
on
helps. Yeah, I'll tell you what's on it. But I was just going to say, like, it is crazy the hit of like serotonin, dopamine, probably both. Like, I get when I just look at this cover.
I
Like, even
know.
it's by my bed. I keep it like mostly there because like I'm trying to like write with it at bedtime. And or just like I know where it is. But just looking at it makes me so happy. So like you said, it's like an instant of like a reminder of the vibes. I don't have to think too hard. But also it's like you created this. Like I created
Yeah.
this world. So I agree that it's so great. And I think for me it was more of I'm not as savvy in Canva. And so I like knew I wanted to do it, but I was like, that was another date and time, another thing to have to learn and
Yeah.
overcome that like mental load of like learning the software to use it to get where you want it to be,
Right.
which I could totally have done that. And it was probably eventually on my list, but the fact that you were like, let me just help you and show you how to do this and like a
Can we just do it?
quick few minutes, you were like so sweet. So thank you for
Yeah.
doing that. So we'll also like link, not that you all care, but I feel like some of you might think it's cool. I will describe what's on it. We have Minneapolis skyline because it takes place in Minneapolis, and then also the North Shore in Minnesota. This is Split Rock Lighthouse is one on here. It's an actual real place that like I've been to, and that was kind of like where I wanted the
Very
fictional
cool.
town to be.
I love it.
We have flowers all over, kind of just blending in because Aiden's a florist. We have a barrel sauna because it's taking place in the winter, and we're gonna have a sauna scene. There's a little kitty because Aiden saves a
That's an
kitty
id list. That's an id list item for sure. Sauna scene.
for sure. And the cat too, like right on the nose, like save the cat, like save a novel. Oops,
Say, huh?
right a novel saves the cat. There it is.
What?
A little
Wait,
news
what?
reporter because
Save the cat writes a novel?
Thank you.
You said write a novel saves the cat.
I know. That's why I was like, I fucked that up so hard.
That's okay.
It's just like, we're going to cut that out. I'm going to move beyond it. I'm not
It
making
is
that
that
comparison.
time of night, Amber.
It is that time of night. And
That's okay.
And I'm sucking down ginger ale. That's how good we're doing.
Oh boy.
You will love this. It's my little Sasquatch because
I love the Sasquatch.
Violet is threatening Aiden for her story that he's going to be the missing Sasquatch on the North Shore. And then there's a bar sign, somebody walking in the leaves because at first it starts in the fall. Of course, hockey. We have a little puppy for Bear,
So
Aiden's
cute.
dog. 2 little sets of Tootsies by the fireplace because, like,
Adorable.
winter. And then, of course, we've got blackmail, just like a dictionary definition to remind
Perfect.
you that, like, we've got some shenanigans. And last but not least, the Red Hat Ladies.
I love
it. Yeah, that's my cute little
That's so
collage.
cute. And now I do want to know, what do you think of the notebook? Like the Hobonichi Tomo River paper that because I did turn you on to this notebook.
You did.
specifically.
I really like it. However, I'm not as big of a fan as the pen, but you know what I love this pen for? I use this pen for my corporate
Which one
job a
is
lot
that?
now. This is the one
Oh,
you sent me.
is that the four color pen?
Yes, and I like
Okay,
that you have
okay.
different colors all within reach.
Mhm.
But it's just I don't know. I want a little like smoother and thicker.
Okay.
Glide, does that make sense for a pen?
Yes, I like a thin point. I like a fine
I like a
point.
thick bitch.
You like a thick bitch.
I don't know. But I didn't hate it. But like, yeah, I've been using a different pen
Right, but do you
in the
like the
notebook.
paper? Like with
I
whatever pen
do.
you Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
do. And it's definitely different. Like,
Yeah.
in a good way.
In a good way. So those are our mood boards. I think it's good to have
Next.
them on. I think it's good to have them on like a little journal with your story journal
Or
because
even just have it digitally or print it out. Or even if you like do
look
old
at
school,
it.
like you said, scrapbook. Who cares?
Have it on your monitor or something when you're
Yeah.
writing. Have it close by. I think that's why I like to have it like in a notebook because it's like a physical thing and like object permanence is important for me. So
And
having
who
like a
doesn't
physical
ever need a piece of paper, right? Like,
having like an actual physical thing. And then, if I'm writing notes or whatever, it's all like together, like bound in one thing. And I can bring this with me and I can just look at it longingly. So it works.
yes.
It works.
All right. On to the playlist. Allie, get us going.
Oh boy. Okay. So playlist, I'm pretty excited about. Now, Amber, I have a playlist. I actually have
know.
like two playlists. I have like the long one and then kind of like the quick and dirty one if I had to like distill stuff down.
Of course, Overachiever Allie has like, I have like the full version, but also like a shorter, quick one.
Yeah, well, the full version has like some more like instrumental stuff
That you can actually write listening to.
I actually
'cause
prefer
there's no
to
lyrics.
write, to more like movie scores. And
Same.
there's certain artists that I can write to them, like, and I have some of them on the playlist. But sometimes there's like a lot going on in a song, and then I want to listen to the song instead of write. So
Yeah.
I have one that's for like sort of like car jams, that's like all of the singing songs. And then the bigger playlist has more like instrumental type stuff.
So this exercise was really hard, but I was like, Allie, don't go too crazy. You just need to pick a couple songs that we can share and talk about because this is a mini-sode.
She's like, please,
Emphasis on the
Allie,
mini.
please, Allie, get it together. Which also, please, Allie, what are you doing? Because I closed the Google Doc. So I'm like,
The
where?
Google Doc
Like,
from
where
the very
in
get-go. Let me get into Google Doc.
The Google eyes in the Google Doc. Okay. All right. We are thriving this evening. Okay. So I do obviously have a playlist, and I think we're going to do like 3 songs for each.
I was a stickler and made a rule that we had to limit. We couldn't go on forever and ever. So sorry, Allie.
I just feel like that's very niche, and I feel like nobody would really want that. I mean, maybe, but I feel like in general, we'll keep it brief with just sort of the vibes.
As brief as we get.
Yeah. Caveat,
many times
asterisk.
How many times we're going to keep it brief? Spoiler.
Keep it brief.
They did, in fact, not keep it brief.
4 hours later. Okay, so I would say like the lead song that is like 100% like for sure Karina is The Bolter by Taylor Swift from Torture Poets Department. And I think this is from the anthology, but I really love this song. I think it is actually like a really underrated song on Torture Poets Department, but I feel like anytime that I need to sort of get into Karina's headspace, this is the song that I'm listening to. And actually it was my #1 song on my Spotify Wrapped, which is like kind of embarrassing, but it also makes sense because if I'm listening to this like over and over because I've been writing this book, since the summer.
Yeah.
Then that makes sense that I'm trying to get into the vibes.
And this is totally Karina. Like,
yeah,
there isn't a better song.
I think that like songs for certain people, lyrics are very important, but also sometimes the cadence and like how things sound. So like I'm a big bridge girly.
Take it to the bridge. Go
Dirty
ahead,
babe.
You
see these shackles, baby. I'm the slave.
Oh, I got you to sing for me.
Oh boy. Yeah, we did it again. It's gonna ruin the tour. Blah blah blah. So anyway, if we're singing JT. But anyway, so the bridge of The Bolter is like, first of all, I love the sound of it. Just like that sort of
feels
like
good.
It feels really good in my ears. And then also the lyrics, which are, she's been many places with men of many faces. First they're off to the races and she's laughing, drawing aces, but none of it is changing. That chariot is waiting. Hearts are hers for the breaking. There's escape in escaping. And yeah, so I think that is like specifically like there's escape in escaping is just like boom, like that. I feel like that is very much like her coping mechanism, like her wound. And there's
That's what
another
stuck
line.
out to me too for
Yeah.
her when you just read it. I'm like, oh, there's escaping. That's for sure
Yeah.
her.
And I think there's also a line too about like when earlier in the song where the subject of the song is like in like the Central Park rowboats, and like, you know, basically there's like a leak in the boat, and like everything had been going great, and then it's like she looks down and she notices, oh, we've sprung a leak and it's like time to go. And I think that that is probably pretty accurate for her as well. Like she kind of is there until she feels like, oh, it's time for me to go. So that's like number one. Number two, I also really like Mess It Up by Gracie Abrams, also the bridge. And this is kind of a little bit of her wound, and then also a little bit of her self-loathing, especially with Johannes, and wanting to try to connect, but like also not wanting to like, you know, that sort of like internal tension, I would say. So I keep thinking, maybe if you let me back in, we can make it better, breaking every habit, pull myself together, you could watch it happen, let it happen. I keep thinking, maybe if you let me back in, we can make it better, breaking every habit, pull myself together, you could watch it happen, let it happen. But yeah, so that, like, that part of the bridge as well. And then
You did tell us you like a bridge.
I do like a bridge. And then I think the third one, just like for fun, for vibes, All American Bitch by Olivia Rodrigo. This whole song is like about contradiction, and you know, it's very sarcastic. And but she says, you know, I don't get angry when I'm pissed. I'm the eternal optimist. I scream inside to deal with it all the time. I'm grateful all the time. I'm sexy and I'm kind. I'm pretty when I cry all the time. She definitely has like a tough exterior, and like I think that she has not accessed a lot of her feelings, and so that is what she is dealing with right now. And she is like, I don't think that I like this, but but yeah. And I think also just being the nature of being a spy too, you have to be very controlled because you're potentially put in some pretty significant situations, and there's a lot that can go wrong. You don't usually have the luxury of being very emotional, and lucky for Karina, she's perfect for that job because she loves to squish things down. So if we just
compartmentalize, isn't
she's
that
really
even a
good at
tactic
it.
they
So
teach spies to do, right?
yeah, exactly. So she's really good at that. Why don't we go every other? So
great.
Why don't
Okay.
you do Violet, your heroine?
Yes, we'll do
We'll do leading ladies and then leading men.
Leading ladies. So Violet, my first one is Robinson Crave You. I just like it how the song talks about how she craves somebody, but it feels like it isn't good for her, but she still wants him. It's kind of like her Dark Night of the Soul song, that like she craves him even though she doesn't want to. She kind of knows it isn't good for her, but still to just crave you, like very just kind of like simple, that yearning, even though sometimes you like things that aren't the greatest for you. And in that moment, you know, what's going on between them isn't the greatest, right? Because, you know, we got to have the breakup to get back together. Actually, you know what? I laugh. I broke my rule. I have 4 for her, but I'll make it a little short. Okay. I do have 4.
No, you can do all of them.
Complicated by Avril Lavigne, like such a 2000s jam. Like she's our age, right? So I feel like she would know this song. And then too, just like everything with her and Aiden is complicated. They had chemistry. They found out who they are, and their identities are clashing, right? And she's blackmailing him. Like what could be more complicated? And I just love that song, right?
It's so good.
So good. Next one, Smile by Lily Allen.
Another good one.
Yes. And I liked this one for her ex, Derek the D-Bag. Like she just no longer gives a fuck about Derek and her ex, and how good it feels to get to that place. Because even when you're in kind of a bad relationship, there's still that mourning period, right? Like there's usually some good about it. But to get to the place where you're over it and you're like moving on, like that feels so good and empowering. So like I really liked the song about that. And then the last one, Untouched by the Veronicas. I know you also are a big Veronicas fan. So how she just can't resist Aiden and how much she wants him. And it's a very like fast, upbeat song too. So
that's such a good song.
It's such a good song. So yeah,
that was on our Smut You Tuesday playlist, wasn't it?
It was. And I listened to
Yeah.
it so much. So the same with you. I think, some of the songs you're just really like thinking about whether the songs are inspiring work or the inspiring work makes you want to listen to the song. Who knows what
Yeah.
came first? It doesn't really
Yeah.
matter. I have not made a Spotify playlist yet, but I should, as I'm learning with most things during these mini-sodes. Like I
Oh my
need to
gosh,
do
you
a better
totally should.
book tracking app. And I don't know what's stopping me, but now I'll make an actual curated playlist on Spotify for myself. So that's Violet in a little nutshell.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, now give me Johannes. I want to hear how he's yearning and just pining inside and crying and hurtful inside.
So I think that first, I don't think I have like a number one like leading track for him like I do Karina, because also my book is written in like single POV and it's Karina's POV. But I definitely feel like if I had to pick one, I think maybe Put It On Me by Matt Mason, which is kind of like it's a little bit groovy. It's a little slinky is what I would say. It's like got a little bit of like a slinky beat. So there's like a little bit of that kind of sensual vibe, but like the chorus is hung high and dry where no one can see. If there's no one to blame, blame it on me. Storm in the sky, fire in the trees. If there's nothing but pain, put it on me. And I feel like that is very much what he's trying to do. That is maybe not the best idea for him for other reasons, like for his own personal reasons. I think he very much is like, I can take it, like, let me be there for you. But I think also some of that is coming from like his more anxious kind of like attachment anyway.
Yeah.
So that there's that one. And then I also think that Stitches by Shawn Mendes, which is just, that's another song that I love the sound of it. Like in the song where he's talking about like how he is completely like laid low and like undone essentially. And obviously I love a bridge. It's
Do you think that maybe you like a bridge in the song? Like, do you think that maybe sticks out to you? I feel like I'm catching on to something that maybe you're not aware
I just
of.
really like bridges, okay? And you know what? And I think the next song that I'm going to talk about, I think my favorite line that I'm like, oh, that's the line, is also the bridge. God damn it.
Shut up. No. Everyone
think
is
everything-
so shocked. We're all
and
very
the last
shocked.
song, the last one, the only reason I didn't have a bridge is because I don't think there is a bridge in that song. It's just the chorus. But anyway,
you picked it and you weren't just like,
Yeah.
there's no bridge, you can't count.
yeah. And so like I think this like Stitches is very like upbeat, and I just like I love like the sort of the underlying like backbeat that is in there, like it almost is like a little stomp clappy, it kind of feels like, and I like how that
Could you
sounds.
please show us how stomp clappy it is?
No.
I need a demonstration,
No.
please. I
No.
think our listeners would also agree with me. What do you mean by stomp clap?
I don't think I can even
That
make
was
this.
the most anxious exhale of like,
I don't think that I could make the noise that I needed to make.
you know,
But anyway.
I think you should try. I think
No,
everyone
thank
would like
you,
to
Amber.
hear you at least
Stop being
try.
an enabler. No. But anyway, needle in the thread, gotta get you out of my head. Needle in a thread, gonna wind up dead. Gotta get you out of my head. All that stuff. And just like the act, like the concept of like stitches, like this is going to hurt me. I'm going to need to be repaired. Like there's gonna be a chunk of me that is missing. Like if this doesn't work out. Or like you have a piece of me essentially. So that one. And then this is like an old school favorite of mine, which is You Wreck Me by Tom Petty.
Mhm.
Have you heard that song?
Yes.
Okay. I love that song. And in not surprising, it might
Is
be
it-
the verse. Actually,
Is
I
it
don't
in the
think-
bridge?
Well, I'm looking at the lyrics right now on Lyric Genius, and I don't think that there is actually a bridge, but it's the third verse, which feels like if there was going to be a bridge in that song, that's where it would be.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. And it is specifically, I'll be the boy in the corduroy pants. You'll be the girl at the high school dance. Run with me wherever I go. Just play dumb. Whatever you know. You wreck me. You break me in two. But you move me, honey. Yes, you do. So I've always just loved that line, like the corduroy pants line. Because it just like, God, it just takes you right there. Like that.
Oh, yeah. Very
that
visceral.
adolescent vulnerability of just like, we're at the high school dance and we're in my cords. I'm kind of tall and gangly and weird.
And do
but
you
I wanna
think they're a
dance with
little
you.
bit emotionally adolescent because they've been repressing so much emotions for the sake of the job and stuff?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, right.
They're
Like they aren't.
they're messes. They're
I know. That's what I mean when you said that. I also like that parallel of,
Yeah.
being kind of an adolescent visual when like emotionally they're a little bit
yeah, and
stunted.
I think Johannes is trying to be more vulnerable and is more naturally vulnerable than Karina is because,
Yeah.
he has sort of realized that if you give people a little bit, maybe not everything, but then you can like use that to your advantage. And like Karina is very much like walls up. Johannes is very charming and like he can kind of have people like you can use a partial truth or like a solitary truth to like serve something that, that will help serve you later, but not necessarily give like all of yourself. But Karina very much is like walls up. I'm not giving you anything. Just that dynamic of like, I'm just going to be standing on like the edge of the gymnasium in my
The
quads
bleachers.
and I want to dance with you, but like you're kind of terrifying and I think you're going to say no. So I think
Yeah.
that song, and I've always loved that line. It's always been my favorite line in the song because I think it just takes you to that moment so well. But those are my peeps.
So for Aiden, my first one I have is NFWMB by Hosier, and that stands for Nothing Fucks With My Baby.
Okay, also the fact, of course, he's a Hosier guy.
Oh, I mean, absolutely. And also Amber, the individual, is 100%.
Yes.
Aiden was the goner for Violet right away. And internally, he feels like she's his baby. That's why he's so pissed about it, right? Like, he doesn't want to like her. He knows it's bad for her, but he is a little possessive of her, especially when D-bag Derek comes back into town, is trying to cause problems for her and like steps in to help her, even though they're kind of enemies on the side, right? She's blackmailing him. But when push comes to shove, like, we can be fighting, but like, you're not going to do anything to her. Like, this is even before they're dating. So I just love that, nothing fucks with my baby. So I just felt like that one's like, and I just love that song. This actually I got from you, Allie. She Calls Me Back by Noah Khan.
This song.
It's so good. It's just
It
like,
is so good.
yeah, it's like a love song and it's got like such a smooth, but it's like an upbeat, happy, like it's
so
got a
good.
melody that just is uplifting, I would say. So like this is Aiden's love song. Like when he finally gives into his feelings for her, he was lost, but now it's all right with Violet in his life when she calls him back.
Yeah.
So,
and I love when Casey Musgraves sings on it too.
yeah, that's right. That's right. There's that little cameo. And then the last one is Ordinary by Alex Warren. I know this song.
Good one.
Yeah, this song really kind of blew up on TikTok, and I know it was compared a lot for a lot of romantasy readers and like stories, but it just made me think of Aiden a lot when I was writing. Like he falls really hard and fast and first, and then when he finally gives in, it changes him completely. Like they found something out of the ordinary, and he would kiss the ground of her sanctuary. So, like, yes, he would. He'll get on his knees for her.
Mm-hmm.
So those are my songs currently for Aid.
I love that. If you could, and this is off book for you. Is there like a song that kind of gives like the North Shore vibes that like maybe when you go up to the North Shore you really like a road trippy song or a sauna song? Is there something else that's maybe a sauna
Sweat,
song?
Baby, sweat. You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals. Let's do it.
Like they do on the Discovery Channel. Capsize in
like
your
when you said
thighs
sauna.
and blah blah blah. Yeah.
Thank you. Sauna song.
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like it's late and you're putting me on the spot, and I'm sure there is, but like
Sorry.
my mind literally just went all white. Like I try so hard to meditate.
That's okay.
I couldn't make my mind be quiet, but you asked me a specific question and boom.
Okay, why don't I go first, and then why don't you?
Oh, no pressure. I'll go first, but still fucking figure.
Okay, I will go, and then if you can't figure it out, then we'll just be done, and it's fine.
No, it's fine. I have
She's
to
like,
do it.
it's
You're
fine,
doing it.
Alex.
I'll go first, but you have exactly 30 seconds to pull your shit together.
So I would say like one of the big songs that's on my playlist on both of them, because I think like this is one that absolutely I can listen to like background. All these things that I've done by the Killers.
That's a good one.
But I'm not a soldier. I got soul, but I'm not a soldier.
Even though we're tired, because otherwise, like when we record during the day, Allie's like not singing for you. I've gotten you to sing a shit ton in this recording.
Well, that's the music episode. Of course you did.
It is the music episode, but still, like, you doing it, honey.
So, all these things that I've done by the Killers, I love that song. One of the themes of my story is kind of about like institutional questioning, and maybe the things that you've been told maybe aren't true, or you know, you are loyal to an institution that maybe doesn't deserve it, kind of a thing. Maybe they do, but maybe they don't. That kind of questioning. And so at the end of the day, two people that, operate on the edges of the law, when you're looking back about like all of these things that I've done and what do I have? I have my soul intact still. So I think that one. I love a Gracie Abrams. So Risk, I also like that. And then just like that European, like kind of swoony. We're at a Viennese ball in January, New Year's Eve. I Belong to You by Caro Emerald. It's got kind of like an old world sound. I really like that. And then Know Your Enemy by Green Day.
One song you just had like 7.
I also forgot one too.
You know what? That's fine. I'm giving 1 and you can give 10. It's fine.
Give 1. 1's good. Yeah.
Look at you. That's good. Secretly judges.
Hey, I thought you were gonna come up with none. So I'm really proud of you that you have 1.
Yeah, I did too. Because
I put you on
again,
the
it's hard
spot.
and you put me on the spot.
I 100% did.
All right, tell me your additional one.
Okay, Amber. So
Number
33.
33.
What's your additional one?
I would say the Lumineers. I really like the Lumineers. They give like, I don't know, there's something, maybe it's just because Patrick and I road trip to them sometimes, like just nice music. But Ho, Hey.
Yeah, that's a good up north song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also too, just like talking about like, I belong with you, you belong with me, my sweetheart. So kind of like Aiden and Violet's story a little bit. So if I had to pick one, like North Shore, they're driving up there, kind of finding
That's a good one, Amber.
their love story.
That's a good one.
You're so
Yay.
surprised. Me too.
I didn't know if you were going to come up with one, but I like that. And I do feel like I can hear that song and I can kind of hear like you're driving up north.
Yeah.
You're getting by the lake. You've got the small towns, the cabins.
I've been
Yeah,
trying
like
to
the
do
Lumineers.
it
That's
right.
folksy. Like the
I've been
Lumineers are a little
living
folksy.
lonely
Yeah.
life. I
Yeah.
belong with you. You belong
You
with
belong
me
with
and
me
my
tonight,
sweetheart. Yeah.
You're welcome.
So yeah, that's gonna be the bonus one that I was put on the spot with.
Okay. That's good.
You know your girl does not like to be unprepared.
I know. I did put you on the spot. I'm sorry.
The Virgo and the anxiety in me immediately went, my butthole
Yeah, I will
puckered
say.
right up.
You were very prepared and you had all of your stuff in the Google Doc before I did. And I opened it up. I was like, oh, I meant to fill this out and I did not.
Oh,
so,
no. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Arnar. Arnar. That's my Australian accent. It's my weakest accent. I am working on it. Whenever my sister
what's
and
your
I-
strongest? Now you've opened a whole can of worms. Give us your strongest accent.
I think British would be pretty good.
What do you know, like a specific, because British is like, proper posh across the railroad tracks, a little cockney.
Definitely not cockney. Like, I don't think that that's my skill set, but something a bit more posh, I believe.
Ooh,
It's a
girl.
little bit. I'm
Got
feeling a little self-conscious
British
about it now.
accent there.
Cheerio.
You know who's really good at
Spot.
accents? Like ridiculously sickly good. My friend and roommate Katie.
I
Oh
knew
my
you
god.
were going to say Katie. I immediately
She's-
I was like, of course she's good at accents.
She's
got
good at-
12 of them that she can do.
She does. She's so good. And she's like, this one isn't that good. And she sounds legit. Like, local.
Do you know what?
It's
My
insane.
sister is also really good at accents, and like they should just talk to each other on the phone in different.
This is why they
accents.
need to be besties, and we're trying to work
I
on
know. Seriously.
anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, so my sister and I do talk at each other in really bad Australian accents. We're trying to get better.
it.
So,
Okay.
but I can say, oh no.
Can we do this? Are we going to pick an accent that we're going to talk to each other in to try to improve ourselves?
I don't know. It feels like I don't know. We'll talk about it.
Stay
offline.
tuned.
It's
We did it.
crazy. We did do it.
Oh, we should probably do
we
our
did
sign
do
off,
it.
though, huh?
We should.
It's done.
So
The sand is in the box.
that is exactly what this episode. This is a sandbox episode. That's all you guys get. There's no turrets. We haven't even flipped over the bucket, but it's in there. So yeah. But yeah, so that is our mini-sode. I think so not to make any promises because, life be lifing, but I would really love, and I think Amber, you would too, to do like a Smut and Sensibility, like a vibes playlist of, a collection of songs from like all of our works in progress. I think that would be really fun.
You guys
even
can
just
check it out for those of you who also
Yeah.
either like some of these songs or want to hear them. or just,
Yeah.
want to
And
vibe to our works in progress.
I love people's playlists. It used to be more of like an indie author thing where like they'll put a playlist and they'll
In the
put
front of
like
the book.
this in the front of the book,
I
or
like that.
the link to it or whatever, or on like on their website. And I am a huge fan of that. I think that more trad pub people should do that. Like, I'm nosy. I want to be immersed. I want to know.
I know
I want to like get
hence
into
why
your
we started this
psyche.
podcast.
Yeah, I want to get into your
Come with
psyche. Like,
us.
how did you write this? What headspace were you in? What songs meant things to you? Like, I love that creative inspiration. So
yeah, stay tuned. We will work on creating a Spotify playlist to share with you guys for those of you who would be interested in that.
Yeah, so I think we should do that.
I do too.
And yeah, it'll be a good time. We can get all of our songs in there and people can listen. But yeah, so that's our episode. Thank you for being with us on this journey.
And our pajama party. Thanks for coming to hang out
our sleepover
after dark.
It is definitely Smut and Sensibility after dark, and we are a little bit loopy and off task. But you know what? That's okay. It was a fun episode to talk about
Allie
the vibes.
gets all the extra credit points. It is almost midnight her time. East Coast time. So extra gold stars.
That's why there's a lot of likes that I say, and my thoughts are more tangential and less coherent. But you know what?
So
that's okay.
Forgive us. We're still showing up. So we're just doing it.
So I hope that you guys all have a great day. Thank you so much for being with us. And like I said earlier, you can follow us at Smut and Sensibility Pod on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You can listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And we are also on Substack and Blue Sky, and we are at smutandsensibility.bsky.social. So you can find us in all of those places. And we've loved hearing from you guys. It's been really fun making new book besties and writer besties. And let us know what you guys think. And we would love to know in the comments on any of these posts if you guys make playlists. Can you listen to lyrics, or are you like an instrumental person? I'd love to know that. Do you guys make mood boards? How do you do it? We'd love to know. Is there anything else immersive that we're missing? What else can we do to get into the zone to bring us back to our story? So thank you so much for being here. We hope that you guys have a good rest of your day and stay smutty and go forth in pursuit of your happily ever after. Bye.
Bye.